Alright, we back in this. Let's finish this bad boy. Alright. Halfway there. Right? And when we started off, we're starting off with action. We starting with action. Oh! Oh. Oh, I guess I can't move. All I can do is shoot. God. Can't miss. Oh. It's like there's no hardly any recoil. Nice. Oh my goodness. Nice. Oh, get fucked. Ooh. Little dazed. Oh. Like I was on my phone for some hours and I kinda dozed off a little. But I still I wanted to know what happens in this in this story. Like I want to know what happens at the end. What? Whoops. Whoops. What the? Like this is new. I was not expecting this at all. She doesn't even need to use the explosive. She doesn't even need to use the explosive barrels. Look. Oh, never mind. I lied. I lied. Yeah, nice try, buddy. Oh, fucked. Oh, nice. This place. It looks so nice. I still think it looks like Black Breach. Ah, so serene. Shit. Nice try, buddy. Honestly, this is actually really relaxing. Fuck. It's actually making me so relaxed that my eyes are kinda... Oh! At least the action's keeping me going. Shit. Decline! Nice. Hey, I like this though. I like this. Oh, this is the end, isn't it? Damn it! Look at that. Aww. That was nice. It would be interesting if they used that as like a little idle, like an idle place to just let the game run in a scenic route. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, timeless loop. Find the way one step at a time. Okay, come on. After drifting along the underground river for what felt like ages, the water grew shallow, making it impossible to continue. We stepped off the raft and pressed on by foot. The journey became surprisingly peaceful. I'll say, shit. Perhaps the creature's bulk kept it from navigating the steep and narrow passage we tumbled through earlier. For the time being, we seemed to have shaken it off. Buoyed by that thought, we stopped at the entrance of another cavern. So pretty. Black Reach and Elden Ring's underground caverns. Yeah. Instead of danger, we were greeted by a dazzling underground starry sky. A starry sky formed by glittering veins of iridescent ore in the cave's ceiling. Lucky for us, they didn't mine all the iridescent ore. Otherwise, we'd never get to see a great view like this. See a view like this. This reminds me of a story. When I was little, my nana used to say that when people pass away, they become stars in the sky. always watching over the loved ones. Beneath that crystalline starlight, Bubu suddenly turned and smiled at me. That's a comforting thought. It was, until a meteor shower came through. All the other kids were cheering, but I was the only one bawling my eyes out. If only all stars could be as enduring as these crystals. Anyway, that night taught me about loss early on. It hurt so much. But back then, I didn't know how to cope. Then I read this amazing novel about a group of geomancers. They were awesome heroes who made a use of cosmic principles to practice charms, fighting for justice, and helping others. A novel inspired you? Yep. That's when I decided I wanted to become a geomancer too. Though I couldn't pull off real charms or powers, I figured modern science could replicate most of them. So I gave it a shot, and it worked. No one could tell the difference. Aw, that's nice! And that's how I became Bubu the Geomancer. So that's why she constantly mixes mysticism and modern science. That's quite a fascinating story. Mm-hmm. It proves I was destined for this role. So, Adjutant, what about you? Tell me something about your childhood. My childhood? Okay, well, give me a sec. Let me turn on the fan real quick. My PC is like a portable heater. Alright, where was I? After sharing a few childhood stories with Bubu, we continued on our way. We waded through the dried-out tributaries of the underground river and skirted around a dense cluster of mushrooms blocking our path. Excuse me. As we left the river behind, the air gradually grew dry again. At some point, our steps had unconsciously synchronized in mirrored strides, allowing our handcuffed arms to swing in unison. It was hours until we came to a stop again. Bubu was in the middle of grumbling about the seemingly endless maze when she suddenly froze. Look, Adjutant, over there! No, this tree. The last Samurai Jack's season. That fucking tree where he just... Oh, that was such a bittersweet, more bitter than sweet ending. Jeez. Now I'm feeling melancholic and fatigued. God damn it. Even before she spoke, my eyes had already landed on the same sight. A towering tree loomed over us, its sprawling branches impressive by any standard. Seeing it thrive deep underground was nothing short of miraculous. A shaft of sunlight streamed through a crack in the cavern ceiling, as though the heavens had taken pity on the lone tree, granting it just enough sunlight to survive. Unfortunately for us, the crack was far too high to serve as an escape route. Bubu and I approached the tree, taking the chance to stretch beneath that rare sunlight. It makes me miss the rooftop sunbathing sessions back at headquarters. Huh? There's a place for sunbathing at the company? You never been? Never. Every time I report to headquarters, I just check in with the field ops department and head right back out. Never really had the chance to explore the place. I mean, it's not like rooftop sunbathing is listed as one of the perks. She muttered that last part like a casual gripe, then stiffened as if struck by a sudden realization. Don't get me wrong, Adjutant. I'm not bad-mouthing the company. Relax. When we get back, I'll suggest to Director Tao that we boost the perks for field agents. Really? You do that? You're the best! Yeah, of course he is. Of course! Though by then, you'll probably have become a Heimdall operative. Oh, right. I almost forgot. I have theotropic nerves now. It's like living in a dream. Dreamy dream. In her case, that metaphor was surprisingly accurate. Seeing her excitement bubble overgaze me, a warm sense of joy. Oh, right! Speaking of theotropic nerves, I heard that... More rumors? I heard manifestations often deal with immense stress from their theotropic nerves. But there's this amazing massage technique that helps. Is that true? You mean theotropic release therapy? You guys get really good at... That's the one! After all this geomancer deserves some serious R&R. I'm definitely signing up for one of those massage sessions. Sure. I'll make sure you get on the schedule. I decided to keep the fact that I'd be the one providing the therapy a secret for now. Of course you were. I'm not surprised. It'd be a nice surprise for later. Wow. Yay! It's a deal then. Shh. Fucking MC. She extended her pinky, and I hooked mine around it. Oh, how cute. And I guess I owe you a thank you gift, Adjutant. How about 3 exclusive life readings? Wealth, career, romance? Your pick. Bro's gonna pick romance, we all know that. Well, you definitely don't seem like the type to struggle with wealth or career. Romance, on the other hand... Oh. As she was rattling on, I suddenly sensed an all too familiar malice. It was coming from behind us. I turned sharply tense, but saw nothing unusual. Except for a small, flickering speck in the distance, hurtling toward us like a dark shooting star. Ah, shit. Bubu followed my gaze, wide-eyed. Meanwhile, I'd already drawn my gun. I wasn't sure I could shoot accurately at this distance, but I had no choice. My finger tightened on the trigger. The gunshot jolted Bubu into action. She immediately joined me in unleashing a relentless barrage of bullets. By the time we emptied our magazines, the speck had drawn much closer, though it had slowed down noticeably. Oof. At this distance I could see the creature clearly, its chest riddled with bullet holes, oozing dark blue blood. The ground quaked as its roar tore through the air. The earth cracked, sending chunks of debris flying. I fought this thing enough times to know its terrifying speed and strength by heart. As it charged straight at us, I yanked Bubu back, narrowly dodging its claw. Using the momentum, I kicked off hard, aiming for a counterattack. However, my foot struck what felt like an iron wall. It's over. Unfazed, the monster screeched to a halt and whipped its massive arm around, slamming me and Bubu, linked by the cuffs, into the rocky wall with crushing force. Ugh, Bubu, are you alright? I'm okay. Thanks to her new manifestation physiology, Bubu managed to stay on her feet, though the creature was still leagues beyond her current capabilities. Yet, it wasn't invulnerable. Its thick hide couldn't fully neutralize the damage from our bullets. The wounds on his chest tore further open with each exchange. After a few rounds, we'd assessed each other and reached a stalemate. It hesitated to rush into another hail of bullets, and I couldn't afford a risky shot that might leave us open to its charge. Neither side dared to move. Neither side dared move. Both too aware of the cost of a misstep, we were locked in a standoff, like tense beast and matador, matador, in an old bullfight. Adjutant, Bubu's sudden voice broke my concentration, and in that instant, the monster lunged. Oh, well, its massive form loomed over us in a blink, the foul stench of its blood flooding my senses. With no time to evade, I instinctively placed myself between it and Bubu, throwing a desperate punch with all the force I could muster. You tried, bro. That's all that mattered. The impact rattled every bone in my body. It wasn't just the creature's brute strength that made it unstoppable. In Bubu's consciousness, my strength was capped by what she believed possible for a human. Realizing a head-on fight was pointless, I pivoted, using the momentum to drag Bubu into a retreat. Bang! The beast's claws slammed into the ground where we'd stood an instant before. The impact sending us flying before we crashed back down hard. I was fully aware that this fight would play out no differently than before. Bound by the constraints of this realm, my defenses could hold, but any meaningful counterattack would be nearly impossible. Bubu's attacks could do some damage, but her aim and reflexes weren't enough to tip the scales. The biggest problem was the handcuffs, restricting our movements and leaving our tactics painfully limited. If this went on, we'd face the same grim fate as before. Yay! It's a deal then! Oh, don't break your promise, bro. Are you motivated, bro? Are you motivated? But this time, I gritted my teeth, forcing myself to stay calm. There was only one strategy that might work. I'd act as bait to distract the creature, giving Bubu the opportunity to strike. There was no time to explain the plan to her. The beast was already charging toward us. A manifestation. With adrenaline flowing my veins, I barely registered her voice behind me, focused entirely on the beast's oncoming charge. I am a manifestation. Summoning every ounce of strength, I prepared to meet the creature's assault, fully aware I couldn't deflect its next blow. Still, I struck only to realize something had changed. The handcuffs were broken in two. Bubu now stood beside me, free of any tether, hurling her fist at the monster with all her might. Ah! Ugh! It all happened so fast. Bubu's face twisted in pain, but she held firm, refusing to yield. The creature's momentum faltered, its strength bleeding away until it finally collapsed. Excuse me. Bubu's arm slowly fell to her side. Adjutant, we won. She staggered, a faint smile gracing her lips before she collapsed into my arms. In the distance, the creature's hulking form lay sprawled, but I couldn't spare it a glance to confirm its death. All I saw was the girl in my arms, pale as snow. I leaned in, so close that I could feel her lips quiver, just to catch her faint whispers. Adjutant, I've been having so many nightmares. It was just another failed attempt, I told myself. I dreamed of you disappearing, right before my eyes, over and over. Oh, damn, she's aware. She's aware! I knew she'd wake up safe and sound if I just reset the connection. But this time... this time, I managed to save you. You remember all that? My voice trembled, but it seemed she could no longer hear me. I'm so tired. Is this... dying feels like? Adjutant, I'm scared. God damn it. I gotta stop getting too into it. Sniffles. Listen to me, Bubu. You're not going to die. I'll save you, no matter what it takes. Adjutant, Andrew, we made a promise. And we'll keep it. So you have to... Good. I'm... glad. Her hand slipped from mine, her faint smile frozen in place. Before I could react, Bubu's realm of consciousness began to crumble, unleashing a long, suppressed storm. I clung to her desperately, but the storm raged violently, tearing everything apart, including me, until there was nothing left. What the hell? This is... I just got on. Why? Why? Why did she do that? The world returned with a piercing ring in my ears. The sterile ceiling of the medical bay came into view, blurred and unreal. Bubu. No. This isn't right. I have to save her. I fumbled frantically, affixing any electrodes and sensors within reach to my head, desperate to re-enter the realm of consciousness. But my limbs felt impossibly heavy, as though shackled by invisible chains. A sharp pain pricked my fingertips, jolting me back to reality. Mr. Adjutant, wake up! Vidya's face swam into view. She struggled to hold her arm aloft, violet threads winding around her fingers, the other end wrapped tightly around mine. It was only then I noticed the other manifestations were there too, pinning down my arms and legs. The buzzing in my head had vanished, replaced by the sound of their worried voices calling my name. Right. This is reality. I'm with my operatives, the people who matter most to me. This is real. They're the most important people in my life. I repeated those words like a mantra until I regained control of my body, tension slowly ebbing from my muscles. Finally, my head drooped, sweat pouring down my face in cold, heavy rivulets. Adjutant, you need to rest. From any angle, it's the only logical choice. The manifestations had gathered around the treatment pod. I understand. I know you all want what's best for me, but I need you to trust me. Please. I had no real confidence in my words, but I knew they'd be enough to sway them. One by one, they left. Only when I was alone did I slowly ease myself out of the treatment pod. I draped my coat over my shoulders and stood before Bubu's pod. Through the thick, transparent hatch, she lay serene, like a princess in a crystal coffin, her breathing soft and even. I hesitated, then reached out and pressed the release. With a soft hiss, the hatch slid open. Without that barrier, I could finally be closer to her. Is this really her? The question echoed in my mind. Is this the girl who endured so many life and death trials with me, who gave everything to save me? Silently, I reached out to brush aside the strands of hair covering her face, only to see something unexpected. On her cheeks, just below the faint curve of her lifted lips, 2 streaks of drying tears remained. The sight made my breath catch in my throat. I clenched my fist in determination, and quickly sealed her pod and climbed back into mine. The desire to see her again burned fiercer than ever. Fire gun, carry Bubu, run. This time I ran until my legs gave out and exhaustion forced me to stop, hoping it would keep the beast away longer so we'd have more time. I'm gonna fuck this beast up. I'm gonna fuck this motherfucking beast up. Then, I waited for her to wake up, introduced myself all over again with words I knew by heart, answered her questions, and watched her naively pound the walls to test her newfound manifestation strength. Damn it, this sucks, man. That sucks. Damn! She giggled, bright, full of life, blissfully ignorant of everything that lay ahead. When she finally trusted me again, I asked the question I'd been holding back for so long. Bubu, if you had to choose, would you prefer a limited life where you might face countless deaths, searching for a way to survive, knowing the last one might be permanent? Or an eternity stuck in limbo, neither alive or dead, with no way out? Huh? What kind of weird question is that? How should I know what neither alive or dead even feels like? She eyed me suspiciously. Then her expression softened, as if sensing the sorrow in my eyes. But if I had to choose, I'd go with the first one. Absolutely. Being stuck in limbo sounds worse than dying. Totally unable to decide my own fate, unable to help anyone else. Just being a burden to everyone around me. No way. I'd never want that. What if someone knew your situation, but still chose to go through those deaths with you? Repeating that ordeal again and again, just to help you find a way out. Huh? Could anyone actually do something like that? It's not easy. Which is why this person is the only one who could do it. And that's even more reason for me to keep going. She anticipated my question, her eyes shining with determination. I can't even imagine how much effort it must take for this person to break through the boundaries of life and death. Just to be here for me. The thought alone feels overwhelmingly impossible. Compared to everything they do, all I have to do is keep going. That's already so much easier. So here's my answer. Until the truth end comes, I'll keep fighting by their side, no matter what. She kept rattling on earnestly, but my vision started to blur for some reason. Adjutant? You still with me? Come on, how can you just tune me out like that? Her fingertip poked my cheek, snapping me out of my thoughts. I was listening. Hey, give me your hand. I need to take off this, amplifier for a second. Huh? Well, why? Excuse me. Though puzzled, she held out her hand without a second thought. Gently, I unlocked the cuffs, binding us together. She had no idea that removing the cuffs meant I'd soon return to the real world. I need to take my shirt off and check an injury. Go ahead. I'll catch up in a moment. Oh, okay. Didn't know you were shy about this kind of thing. Ah, shit. God damn it, Bubu. Fuck. She shot me a teasing grin. With a small wave, I motioned her forward. Just before disappearing around the corner, she turned back, flashing me a radiant smile. So, have you figured it out? About that question? Yeah, I have. Already? That fast? I'm pretty sure now. Ha! Then that must have been a big help, huh? Satisfied, she strode ahead. Just like always. The fuck? God, I just started. I feel so down. Jeez. Maybe. Damn it, Bubu. I think I got a little too into it. Shit. Oh my goodness. Like, I know this is a bad thing to do, but whenever I get sad, or solemn, grave, seeing the world in gray, I amplify more with music. I listen to some sad shit and just amplify it even further. That's bad. I really shouldn't be doing that. So cute. But it just feels so damn good. You know, like it's weird. Like you feel sad, you feel pain. You feel sad, you feel nothing. You just feel things get heavier. And yet, I enjoy that sensation. There's something awfully wrong with me. Oh, get fucked. Like, I shouldn't be like that. I really shouldn't. Oh, the... Wait, is the timer for defeat enemies as fast as before the time runs out, or survive for this long? Because I have no idea. Shit, I'm out of S energy. Damn it. It freezes! That's sick! If you don't have S energy and you use your ult, he'll wait for you. Wow. Won't deplete. I fucking want this character so bad. Okay, I just had to survive. Nice. Oh, I need her signature too. It's a fucking M1911, damn it. It's my favorite pistol. Ah, oh, goodness gracious. This place is nice. Oh. Oh, right. Look at this. Will they be able to make use of... Amazing. Will they ever be able to make use of the previous patches, environments? Because it would be such a waste. of resource and talent just to not use them at all. Like, come on now. They have to find a way to make use of those beautiful past environments they made. Oh. Listen quick. Okay, there's somebody else. Oh, right up here. Right? Hopefully nobody spawns there. Oh. These rocks. They're falling. Oh, god damn it. I should have just. Oh, and you shot me. Great. Damn it. I was not anticipating a crevice. Oh, gotcha. There we go. Oh, there's a guy down there. Shoot. She's so adorable. Like, god damn. And how the hell has it already been 30 minutes? What kind of shit is that? God damn. Desperate fight. A long-awaited opportunity. Oh boy. Come on. Lift the spirits up. Late at night, in Yggdrasil's archives office, rows of massive terminals stood like sentinels, their glowing interfaces silently guarding a trove of knowledge and secrets. Not just of Yggdrasil, but of the entire world. Every byte of data lay hidden behind strict access protocols, meticulously tailored to each user's clearance level. Since dusk, the innermost room of the archives had remained illuminated. Vidya hovered outside the door, debating whether to knock. Before she could decide, the door was opened from the other side. Vidya? Mr. Adjutant. We spoke at the same time, then fell into an awkward silence. Do you want to come in? I stepped aside to make way for her. She nodded quickly, slipping into the room with quick, light steps. The terminal I'd been working at remained active, its screen casting a faint glow. As Vidya entered, her attention was immediately drawn to the flies displayed there. Are these Bubu's files? Yeah, everything I could find about her, from birth to now. The AI helped me compile it. Didn't take long as you'd think. I stared at the countless files on the screen. Together they seemed to slowly shape the faint outline of a familiar face. Claims she's some sort of geomancer, but never actually got any formal training. Even the coins she uses for divination are cheap replica. What? They're not real? Even the coins she uses for divination are cheap replicas? Damn. Average grades. Be like that, I feel you there. Poor physical fitness? There's no way. What? With a body like... Okay. There's no way. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Okay. Average grades, poor physical fitness, yet every teacher evaluation card describes her as cheerful and obliging. Just a wide-eyed kid playing hero. And her recruitment? Volunteered during a descent and stumbled her way into the field ops department. A complete accident. Mr. Adjutant, why are you gathering all this information? Honestly, the real question is why it took me so long to do this. She showed up out of nowhere and threw all my plans into chaos. I decided to save her on a whim because, well, it felt just right. But after all these days of scrambling around, I realized I didn't know her. Outside of her name and job title, she was a stranger. Yet I've already promised her a neuronics therapy session. Kinda ridiculous, isn't it? I took a deep breath and exhaled slowly, letting a bit of that weight lift off my chest. But now, with all this info and everything we've been through, I finally feel like I can bring her back. I'm finally ready to really save her. So don't worry about me, Vidya. When the time comes, I'll hold on to that thread you gave me. I opened my hand and let my eyes fall on the violet thread wrapped around my ring finger. Ring finger, bro? Really? Could have been your index, but you chose the ring finger? Shoot, better be your right hand. You're right, ring ringer, because I put the ring on your left. I put the wedding ring on your left, buddy. This time, I'm ready to give it my all. Yeah, you better be. Fuck's sake. As I settled into the treatment pod once again, a surprising calm swept over me. In my mind, all the past attempts came together into a map of interwoven paths, each leading to the same destination. The good news was there was still plenty of room to refine these routes. Information had become my greatest asset now. A quicker step here, a shortcut there, and I could save precious seconds. And those seconds might make all the difference. Yes, it's me, Bubu. We finally meet. As for the handcuffs, they're a new prototype, a power amplifier for manifestations. I don't know. None of these paths look particularly promising. God damn it. That's quite a fascinating story. Following the path I had meticulously paved, we finally made it to that massive tree once again. But this wasn't the place to linger. The space was too wide to open, too exposed. While it allowed for a direct confrontation, it offered no advantage for an ambush. The clock was still ticking, but maybe we still had enough time. Look, Adjutant, over there! Yeah, that's one enormous tree. Right, I still had a promise to make here. Alright, Bubu. Whatever comes after we get out of here. There's something I need your help with right now. As I released her hand from our pinky promise, my expression turned serious again. Huh? Sure, what do you need? What do you need me to do? We're going to set up an ambush for that creature. An ambush? It's impossible. I mean, we don't stand a chance against that thing. A rare flicker of fear crossed her face. Understandable. That monster was born from her deepest terrors. Even talking about it made her uneasy. That's exactly why an ambush is our best option. I'll create an opening for you. During that window, you have to hit it with everything you got. You're the only one who can pull this off. I know you don't believe in yourself right now, but I do. I've been thinking about this plan the whole way here. It'll work. Trust me. Okay, so all this time you've been figuring out how to fight that thing. You live up to your reputation, Adjutant. Well, it's been quite a journey. I glanced towards the narrow path, stretching beyond the giant tree and nodded. Let's move. We need to find a good spot to set it up. Where was the prey? The fire in the beast's chest roared hotter and wilder, threatening to consume it whole. The small creatures it caught along the way were too weak, crumbling under its claws before they could even think to strike back. It wasn't enough. The fire inside only raged higher. Where was the prey hiding? The scent was there, but this maddening labyrinth of tunnels twisted and turned, keeping the prize just out of reach. Several times the beast had felt so tantalizingly close, yet before it could strike, the prey slipped away, vanishing like smoke. God, this fucking bitch ass. Its patience had run dry. This time, when the scent hit its senses again, it didn't hesitate. Raising its claw, it slashed deep into its own arm. Good. Pain seared through its body, igniting a burst of unnatural speed. 1 turn, 2 turns, its massive form tore through the labyrinth, eerily silent despite its size. Finally, the scent thickened. Prey was near, just behind that rock. It pounced, claws tearing through the air and the clothes of its prey. Nothing more. Behind the rock lay only a discarded Yggdrasil uniform, one that belonged to the adjutant. Danger surged through its senses. In the next instant, a single gunshot cracked through the air, not aimed at its head, but at the ground beneath its feet. Before it could even savor its luck, waves of explosions erupted, hurling its massive body into the air. Had it possessed a human mind, it might have realized it was a trap, explosives carefully buried beneath its feet, waiting to be triggered by a single, precise shot. Had it been smarter, it might have guessed their origin, a cache of munitions unearthed from the mine's hidden armory, manufactured by Yggdrasil and infamous for devastating power. Now! But the command wasn't necessary. As the creature staggered, Bubu had already begun unleashing her assault. Bullets tore into the smoke of the explosions, their impact impossible to confirm. But neither of us paused to verify. We just kept firing, reloading, and firing again, until the blast subsided, leaving an eerie silence. Is it dead? No. The oppressive weight in my chest hadn't lifted. In a split second, a blurred shadow streaked through the smoke. Before I could react, the battered monster had already closed the distance between us. I'm getting sick and tired of this fucking bitch. This bitch-ass monster. There was no time to think. Acting purely on instinct, I shoved Bubu aside. A glint of sharp claws flashed into the dim light. For a fleeting moment, a phantom pain shot through my right arm. But the beast's razor-sharp claws struck exactly where I intended, right between Bubu and me. With a deafening crack, the chain binding us shattered under the force, along with the ground beneath it. The impact sent both of us tumbling in the opposite directions, skidding across the rugged ground like ragdolls. Ugh, how do you kill this damn thing? That's what I'm saying. Cursing, Bubu fired off a few rounds. As expected, the bullets barely scratched its thick hide, slowing it down only slightly. Still, her attack drew the creature's attention. It turned to charge at her, exposing its back to me. Before I could worry whether breaking the handcuffs severed our neural link, I acted on impulse. I sprang to my feet and leapt onto its back, locking my arm around its neck in a desperate chokehold. Run! There was only one time for the simplest and most direct command before I could retaliate. In such a confined space, we wouldn't be able to evade its attacks for long. The only hope was for me to keep it pinned long enough for Bubu to gain some distance and take a clear shot. Of course, if she chose to flee entirely, it wouldn't be the worst outcome. Taking this thing on alone was a near impossible task. But at least I could manage an escape on my own. Run? No way! Clearly, Bubu misunderstood my intentions. Ah, fuck. Instead of retreating, she steadied herself, seizing the moment while the monster attempted to shake me off. She drove a heavy punch straight to its abdomen. Damn. Take this! Oh, I hadn't expected that at all. I could only give at the monster's stomach. Caved in like a deflated balloon. Damn. Shit, manifestation power. Its massive body staggered backward, crumpling under its own weight and taking me down with it. At the last second, I rolled clear, narrowly avoiding being crushed. No way! It's still moving? I barely had time to catch my breath before a hand reached down and pulled me up. Come on, we gotta run! Come on, now we've gotta run! Okay, now. Go, go, go! But where to? Going back wasn't an option. The route we took was treacherous, riddled with rivers and dead ends, and it sure as hell wouldn't lead us back to the surface. Our only choice was to push forward, hoping the upward path would take us somewhere we could finally gain the upper hand. Punching a monster like that, what were you thinking? Even without the chain tethering us together, we still moved in sync, our strides a mere opposite of each other. Well, I got mad when you told me to run without you, and when I'm mad, I just want to punch something. I feel you. I absolutely feel you on that. I was hoping you would create a distance for a better shot, not start boxing with the beast. I couldn't help but chuckle as I scolded her. Fine, fine, I'm an idiot, but I've done enough smart things in my life to balance this out. Be like that. It for real be like that. As we ran, the dim tunnel ahead brightened. That's when I noticed Bubu clutching her wrist, her right hand swollen and bruised. No... Yeah, it's broken. Even at full sprint, she caught my gaze and responded immediately, as always. That thing's body might as well be made of iron, but it's fine. I'm ambidextrous. Hey, it's good shit. She winced, wiping sweat from her forehead with her good hand, then glanced at mine. Your hand doesn't look so great either. What happened? It's... A deafening roar from behind cut me off. Before panic was setting, Bubu's excited voice pulled me back. An exit! Not far ahead, a piercing beam of light poured through an opening, illuminating our path. Hope flared in my chest, summoning every ounce of strength we had left. We raced forward, like desperate travelers running toward an oasis in an endless desert. However... What lay beyond was merely another cavern, larger than the last. Sunlight filtered through the cracks in the ceiling, casting the chamber in a deceptive glow. The illusion of salvation crumbled, leaving only the cold reality of rocky walls. There was nowhere left to run. But there was still something I needed to do before the monster caught up. Let me see your broken hand. Huh? Confused but compliant, Bubu offered her injured right hand. When it comes at us again, don't go head to head. Focus on staying safe. Without waiting for her response, I slammed my fist into the cavern wall behind us. Shards of stone tumbled to the ground. Whoa, now is not the time for venting. Just borrowing one of your brilliant ideas. Ignoring her wide-eyed stare, I sifted through the rubble and picked out a flat piece of stone. Then I tore a long strip of fabric from my shirt. I'll keep its attention. You cover me. Shoot, move, then shoot again. Keep it guessing. I pressed the stone shard against her wrist, securing it with a fabric into a makeshift splint. There. As long as you don't move it too much, it should hold. Listen, Bubu, I can't beat that thing alone. But together, we have a chance. So this time, it's not about me protecting you or you protecting me. We're doing this as a team. I extended my hand. Without hesitation, she placed hers on mine. Alright, let's do this, Adjutant. Alright. Shit, hyping yourselves up. Shit. So what's up? Oh shit, it's time. So ambush, and then the boss. And I'm fucking out. You know... Oh, I have enough for a 10. Which I will do at the end of this, but... Yeah, I'm gonna have to use that. I had to. Good, that was just enough for 2. Let's go! This place is so beautiful! Shoot. Come on, where are you? Oh my god, I really love her gameplay. Like, it just feels so damn smooth. Wait, what the hell? Aww. Wasn't close enough. Oh. Jeez, man. Hey, look at this place. It's literally Blackreach. I don't know how many times I said Blackreach, but I don't care, it really is. I keep forgetting to refill. I keep forgetting to refill my S energy. Just doing that. Okay. More up. Refill S, and start. Damn it. What kind of bitch ass? Oh, that's the first time I saw her reload. I reload the standard way. Oh. S energy, yep, I'm good with that. What am I doing? There we go. Nice. Excellent. Alright. It's time to kick this bitch-ass boss's ass. Like, you've been such a fucking mole, such a rat in the story. So fucking annoying with your damn tenacious presence. I'll fuck you up, bro. Shit. Tired of you. Whoa. New style, huh? Fuck you, man. Fuck off. Come on, damn it. At least I can use this pillar to my advantage. Just to block its attacks. Yeah. Bitch ass. Oh. Oops. Nice try, buddy. I forgot to charge my S energy. Oh. Charge up. Come on, come on. There we go. Gee. You fucking bitch ass. You look cool though. I'll give you that. Nice. Alright. Haha, lovely still. The only reality. But tomorrow she can call her own. Stop! Demon! I said stop! Bubu's fierce shouts assailed the monster as our bullets drove into its tough body. She was right. It should have stopped by now. No creature could withstand such relentless attacks. Its body, riddled with bullet holes, should have collapsed even if it were made of solid steel. Huff, ha. Bubu stood a few steps from me, her breaths ragged, her energy visibly drained. As a new manifestation with no formal training, she relied only on raw strength and sheer stubbornness to fight. Add to that our injuries and lack of supplies, and we were reaching our limit. But so was the beast. Both sides attacked and countered relentlessly with a primal drive for survival. The fight had devolved into a brutal war of attrition. After another round of desperate skirmishes, both sides were forced to pause. In the cavern, now resembling a gladiatorial arena, only the disjointed rhythm of our labored breathing and the beasts remained. But the battle wasn't over. Not yet. Bubu and I could feel the air throb with a suffocating intent to kill. The beast was gearing up for one final attack, and it would have to choose a target. From this distance, if it went for Bubu, I wouldn't be able to stop it in time. Hey, Andro, if it comes for me, you can take it down, right? I can, for sure. Good. Then... She flashed me a faint smile. The same one I'd seen so many times before. But at the same time, I slowly raised my hand. This was the closest we ever come to victory. No matter what, I wasn't leaving it to chance. Bubu stared blankly at my left hand, now laced with clear crystals that I glowed with an eerie blue light in the dim cavern. It was Tijijin. Something that had no place in this realm of consciousness. Oh, now you're using it. By channeling the Tijijin coursing through my body, I had managed to maintain a tenuous connection between Bubu and me since the handcuffs were severed. It wasn't that I hadn't considered using it earlier, but doing so required breaking the failsafe Vidya had embedded deep in my mind to prevent me from getting lost in Bubu's consciousness. I guess that makes sense. Alright. But Mr. Adjutant, you already have plenty of courage, reason, and resolve. What more could you possibly need from me? I need you to leave me a tether to reality. Last time when Bubu had died for me, within the consciousness space, the mental anchor Vidya placed had allowed her to pull me back into reality. But this time, I had no choice but to break the very failsafe I set for myself. Damn, bro. To shatter the wall between reality and illusion, severing my only lifeline. If I did this, Rishi and the others would no longer be able to pull me out. If Bubu didn't survive, both of us would be trapped here, forever. Dude. Yet, I had faith in our odds of victory. This was simply a clash of willpower in the realm of consciousness. And when it came to sheer determination, I had never lost. Besides... Adjutant! I could hear them. They were out there, doing everything they could to keep our consciousnesses stable. And they were waiting for me to return. Now was not the time for hesitation. It was the time to trust them completely and to reciprocate their efforts with everything I had. After I felt like an eternity of deliberation, though only a split second had passed in reality. I tightened my grip. The Titijin crystals embedded in my left hand shattered instantly. A surge of power exploded from me like a storm. Far off, the monster let out a piercing shriek, as though summoned by the energy, and charged straight at me. I knew it. Doing this would force it to target me. In the blink of an eye, it towered over me, its massive frame casting a stifling shadow, arms raised high. But in doing so, it exposed its underbelly. There it was, the weak spot we'd painstakingly carved out together, bullet by bullet, a deep, ragged wound in its chest. This was our best shot. One opening, one chance. No time to hesitate or worry about counterattacks. At my mental command, the Titijin surged, encasing me like armor. I wish we could have saw that. Summoning every ounce of strength I had, I hurled myself at the beast, aiming straight for the wound. Just as I crashed into its chest, the beast's massive claw swung down. The outer layer of my Tijijin armor shattered under the blow, the blast tearing the creature's gaping wound even wider. This is reactive armor, you dumb beast! Shit. The colossal impact sent me hurtling through the air. Through the haze of pain, I heard Bubu's shouts and cracks of gunfire. Everything happened so fast. In the blink of an eye, silence descended, and I was in nothing but darkness. The impact left me utterly drained. I couldn't even summon the strength to open my eyes. All that kept me tethered to consciousness was the searing pain coursing through my body, and the metallic tang of blood in my throat. But I knew this wasn't from physical injuries. It was the connection between Bubu and me, fraying, growing perilously thin. A faint sound, like fabric scraping against stone, reached my ears. It drew closer and closer until it finally stopped right beside me. I felt her gentle hand lift my head, settling it onto her lap. Her familiar voice reached my ears, but it was choked and hoarse. Why? Why would you go this far from me? Soft fingers brushed against my face, tenderly wiping away the blood that blurred my vision. God damn it, it should have been me! I'm sorry. It should have been me. I should have been the one risking everything for you. Warm tears splashed onto my skin. Because you're worth it. Adjutant. Bubu. You're worth every bit of effort to save. I forced a deep breath into my lungs to finish what I needed to say. After all, for this victory, you and I, we faced death 42 times. And together, we pulled off this miracle. 42? What? It's okay. You'll remember once you get out of here. Last time you cried your eyes out. For now, just think of me as one of those storybook heroes you've always admired. A long silence followed. Then, like a dam breaking, Bubu's words erupted in a storm of raw and unrelenting emotion. I knew it from the start. You weren't supposed to be here. You couldn't possibly be here. You predicted everything. Made all the right moves. How could anyone do that? Alright. If you knew all along, then what's with the tears? Because I don't want you to disappear. And I want to figure out all those things you said to me. All those things you did. What was it all for? For us. I felt my consciousness and memories unraveling like snowflakes melting in the sun. Only instinct pushed me to finish what I had to say. For us to meet again. You have to live. Because as long as you exist, I exist. Now my body, like my consciousness, began to dissolve. I could no longer see her face as my senses blurred, but I still heard her choked sobs. I'll live for us. I promise. Good. That's great. Mustering the last dregs of my strength, I managed a faint smile and whispered my final words. Bubu. See you in the real world. Jesus. And that concludes my report for on the operation. Bro. Just like that. And that concludes my report on the operation. I reached over and turned off the holographic projector in Tao's office, and shifted my attention back to her. Of course, the version I'd shown her was carefully edited, with the final moments omitted. No need for Tao to watch me make a girl cry her heart out. Wow. As for the monster Bubu encountered in reality, the Field Ops Department hasn't been able to track it down yet. We'll need to stay vigilant. See, Director Tao? I always keep my promises. And even if you never... But even you've never been this eager to play a hero before. Tao sighed, pointing a finger at my forehead. I knew what she was referring to, the odd-looking device currently strapped to my head, covering half my face. It was a medical rig hastily developed by the medical department. As soon as Bubu's consciousness was restored, they wheeled me straight into surgery. It took them an entire day to stabilize my overactive neural pathways. Now I had to wear this contraption for a few days to aid recovery. This is the price I pay for my choice. Honestly, it's a lot less than I expected. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, and hey, I'm doing just fine, aren't I? So even when we keep your physical body safe, we can't really stop you from throwing yourself in danger. I may need to reevaluate the necessity of the spindle system. Once this all wraps up, I'll personally handle its evaluation, including adjustments to the Field Ops Department's perks and workload. Before Tao could respond, I reached across her desk and picked up a silver-white metallic strip. It was the spindle system's data log disk, something I'd grown all too familiar with. There's been an unexpected development with Bubu's data file since she woke up. In short, the contents are expanding uncontrollably. To prevent corruption of existing data, I had R&D isolate it into a separate partition. Partition, right? Seems like these added contents might hold the truth behind what Bubu unearthed in the depths. Only you and I know this file exists, and as for its contents, I haven't even looked at it myself. Whether to use it, and when, that's entirely up to you. If it were solely up to me, I'd use it right away. But, knowing them, I doubt they'd let me. I glanced toward the office window with a weary smile. Sure enough, at least 2 manifestations were waiting outside, waiting to whisk me away the moment this meeting ended. Having someone keep you in check might actually be a good thing, wouldn't you say? That's where life and Finny come into play. Tao's gaze drifted away as she propped her chin on one hand and reached for a folder on her desk with the other. Before she could grab it, I snatched the folder away. Same goes for you, Dr. Tao. Without someone reining you in, you'd work yourself into the ground. How about calling it a day? Tao rose from her chair to retrieve the folder, but I was faster. Standing on tiptoe, I stashed it on the highest shelf of her bookcase and darted toward the door. 6 p.m., our usual spot. Dinner first, then you can get back to drowning yourself in the paperwork. Darling, are you done with your meeting? I had a feeling it'd be you two. Right on cue. Manny's voice drifted in from the hallway. I closed the office door behind me as I answered her call. It wasn't until the voices of Andrew and Fanny faded into the distance that Tao allowed herself to relax, leaning back in her chair. For a fleeting moment, a rare sense of lightness and satisfaction filled her chest. She couldn't even remember the last time she'd felt this way. But she quickly pushed the feeling aside, reaching for another folder on her desk. He'll never know, Tao mused with a satisfied smile. He'd never guessed that what he stashed on the top shelf wasn't some critical report, but Tao's treatment plan prescribed by the medical department. Even for someone like Tao, out of sight, out of mind could be a comforting philosophy now and then. Wow. Bubu woke up feeling as though she'd been lost in an endless dream. In that dream, she was trapped in a labyrinth of underground caves, battling a relentless monster over and over. But in that same dream, she met him, Andrew, the adjutant everyone at Yggdrasil spoke of with awe and admiration. He wasn't all like the image he pieced together from the rumors and reports. Though undeniably sharp and brilliant, he wasn't cold or distant. There was a quiet warmth to him, a presence that felt strangely reassuring. Together they explored ancient ruins and stood in awe under a starry sky by an underground river. In the end, he defeated that seemingly invincible beast. You mean, together? You both did it together. She couldn't explain why, but his voice, face, and every gesture were seared into her memory. Of course. Though they'd never met before. All she had to do was close her eyes, and there he was. In the days following her recovery, Bubu met a steady stream of new faces. The lab-coated specialists who frequented her room called her a medical miracle. They marveled at her rapid recovery and assured her she'd be discharged soon. Director Tao stopped by briefly, checking on her condition and informing her that she was now officially a Heimdall operative. She also met a fiery-haired intelligence officer who handed her a thick stack of forms to sign while grumbling about the bureaucratic inefficiencies. But of all the people she met, Andra wasn't among them, and she never mentioned him to anyone. She convinced herself it was just a nonsensical dream, a figment of her imagination conjuring a heroic savior in her darkest hour. Tears blurred her vision as she walked down the hall, head bowed down, completely unaware of the figure turning at the corner ahead. Until she bumped right into the person, a strong hand reaching out to steady her. She looked up and found herself staring into a pair of eyes that froze her in place. Her heart skipped a beat. Are you... I mean, have we met before? That pickup line is so last century, young lady. Huh? Oh, no, I didn't mean... Sorry, Her face flushed with embarrassment and disappointment. Seeing her so flustered, I decided to stop teasing her. Are we gonna get a unique, still in this part? Usually one comes up. But yes, we have. It's been a while, Miss Geomancer. Before I could say more, she threw herself into my arms. The endless loop had finally been broken. Across all those resets, we had forged an unbreakable bond. Now, at last, we could feel the warmth of each other's hearts in reality. This time, neither of us would ever let go. Aw, I guess that is the unique still. Really? That's the end? Oh, that was quick. Yeah, this was a pretty short chapter. Pretty damn short. Shorter than usual. But I don't mind. It was nice. I enjoyed it. It was just, it was like a fever dream. Vivid. Like one hell of a trip on a raft, on a bamboo raft. Shoot. I liked it though. I liked it. 3,700. How many will that yield? Aw. Not the 10. Let's see. I claimed those. Wait, did I? Oh no, it's already. Yeah, the reward's already been claimed. So I already have them. So that's Maze of Darkness. Wow. That's Maze of Darkness. A very short chapter. But sweet. And filled with, you know... filled with that longing, yearning passion of a companion. Yeah. It is what it is. But, I have a temple. Actually, wait. I have a... I do not want to disrupt this 10 I have right now, because there's still a few days left of the login. Yeah. There's still 3 more days left. So I'm gonna... I want to do a... Actually, you know what? Here's what I can do. Because I want to, when the shop resets, I'm gonna get 5. And then, once I get 5, that's gonna total to 10, right? No. No, when I get 5, it's gonna total to 15. From the shop, right? Where the hell is it? Where the hell is it? Yeah, 5 from the shop. And then the other 5 is going to come from the login. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So that's 20 pulls. But I want to do a, I want to do at least a 10 pull just for this video. Just one 10. So I'll pull a 10 and then spend this and get another 10 and you just leave it as is until I get 20. So let's see. Will I get lucky for my first 10 pull? Psych. I expect too much. Like, really. I expect way too much. Like, see? Shit. This is gonna be a long journey. 1. 2. It's going to be a long journey. But it'll be worth it. I'm gonna bust my ass off trying to complete every single challenge that rewards Digicash. At least until I get her. And then for the weapon banner, you know, hopefully I get it. You're already M5. Well, that's okay. I enjoyed making that video, by the way, even though it was a struggle. It was fun. Alright, Bubu. 90 more pulls to go. I hope it'll be less than that. Please. Please. I beg of you. Please. Right. Allow me to spend this. Just 10. There we go. Go. Got the 10 back. Yep, there we go. For next time. Alright. Well, that was... Well, hold on. Yep, it was started off with that, and now... I'm so happy for you. So happy for you. Good for you. Well, I'm going to forget about that and say that that was Maze of Darkness. Short and sweet. Loved it every bit of it. And yeah, that's it. It's 2:57 a.m. So yeah. Good night. Good night everyone. And good night me. Shoot.